From the heart of Africa's premier university, the University of Ibadan has emerged men and women who carry the torch of excellence across the world. For over 7 decades, the University of Ibadan has not just built scholars, but visionaries, individuals whose stories continue to inspire generations. Today, we celebrate these proud alumni, the dreamers, the doers, the innovators who once walked the same halls and now shape the future in remarkable ways. Through their journey, they remind us that the foundation built here is more than education. It is legacy, resilience, and purpose. Please join us as they share how the University of Ibadan molded their paths, sharpened their minds, and prepared them to transform their world.
My name is Kayode Okikiodu, gentleman of the press. I'm a senior anchor with Africa's News Leader Channels Television, and that means you may have seen me interviewing both national and global leaders on TV, covering all of the big stories. And maybe you see me on social media as well, breaking news down. But do you know that my journey started in UI about 15 years ago? In 2010, I gained admission into the first and the best university after spending 6 years at the International School in Ibadan. And that turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. UI taught me a lot of things. I'll need hours to share them with you, but I'll share 2. First, UI taught me to be audacious. Oh yes, it taught me to be audacious, so I didn't have to wait for life to happen to me. I happened to life. In my first year in school, I gained admission via direct entry. So my first year was 200 level actually. So in my 200 level, I started having the urge to do extra things aside going to class, which I did religiously. So I started learning production, learned how to do voiceover. I recall then I would go to the store in my hall, Kuti Hall, which by the way is the best hall, but we wouldn't get into that argument today. And I would go there at midnight. I would, voice over on my phone, take it to my laptop, edit, and I was developing myself in spite of the fact that I was in school, right? And that's the kind of environment that UI is. It encourages you to do things, to innovate, to explore. And that really broadened my horizon. So when I finished school, I wasn't scared of the job market. I was ready for it. In fact, in school, I started an organization called Project ICANN because my lecturers also encouraged me. I recall Dr. Odegbe then, who's now Professor Odegbe, encouraged me. She was one of my referees, said, Kayode, you can do this. So when I finished school, I could walk into any organization and say, you know what, this is who I am. This is a value I bring. And they usually marveled. But then they hear that I finished from UI and they go, oh, it makes sense now. That's 1. 2, the relationships in UI. Oh, goodness me. I met my wife in UI, by the way, so you understand what I mean by the relationships. Some of the best relationships that I have till date, I got them in UI. So that's one thing UI also gives you, right? So much more, but I'll stick to those 2. And I also want to encourage you on a final note. I was like you years ago, and life threw me both good, bad, and ugly. I actually had an extra semester when I was in UI. There was a course I didn't do in my first year because I came through direct entry, and it was waiting for me at the tail end. But guess what? It turned out to be one of the best things that happened to me because I then went on to serve, even though it was later than my colleagues, but doors began to open. So I want to encourage you to make the most of whatever happens to you in school, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. It is what you do that actually counts, not what happens to you, all right? So congratulations to you in advance. I really hope one day I can get to interview you as a success that you will be. So goodbye.
So my name is Adesoji Oludotun Ademuyiwa. I am a professor of pediatric surgery at the University of Lagos and a consultant pediatric surgeon at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital. I'm also the head of the NIHR, that's the National Institute of Health Research Global Surgery Unit, Nigeria Hub, where we coordinate research activities as related to surgery in more than 30 teaching hospitals and secondary hospitals across the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Ibadan. My experiences at University of Ibadan actually formed the foundation for my current career. As a young teenager, I was posted to the Great Zik Hall in Ibadan. And there were certain experiences there that have stayed with me. One of which is education is a leveler. At Zik Hall, we met the children of the mighty, and we met people from humble background like myself. And secondly, there was great camaraderie among students. We loved each other. We discussed everything from sports to politics. UI taught me to be the best. I remember when we were going to write our pediatrics exams, then now late Professor Agono Notich, a pediatric neurologist, told all of us, he said, "You are the best." He told us that having trained as doctors in Ibadan, we could be the best and compete with the best from anywhere in the world. And we have found that to be true. I'm grateful for the foundation that was laid in Ibadan. Ibadan also taught us to be humble, that even though we may have so many opportunities, but humility is key. So we must treat our patients with humility. We must treat colleagues with humility. Another thing that Ibadan taught us is the strive for excellence. They taught us that we should be the best that we can be. And I would like to encourage young students who are at the university now, like they told us in those days, that you should aim for the stars. In case you cannot catch the stars, you should come home with the moon. Another way to put that is aim for perfection. If you can't catch perfection, you will come back with excellence. I think Ibadan has imbued in us, and inspired us to be the very best. And I can say it anywhere. If you are in Ibadan, be sure that you are one of the best, anywhere in the world.
I'm a UI alumnus. My name is Bimbo Akintola. I graduated from the Department of Theatre Arts. My major was acting, mime, and speech. And look, UI impacted majorly on my life. The University of Ibadan was, for me, where I bloomed, where I learned everything that made me who I am today. First and foremost, you have to say, thank God for the talent, Without God, all of this is impossible. I was her nest. That's the word, her nest at the University of Ibadan. I met so many greats, so many amazing lecturers. My daddy, I call some of them my daddy, and Professor Niyo Shindari, who introduced me to poetry. Niyo Shefison, my second daddy, Professor Aduluba, God rest his soul, and so many other lecturers there who shaped me, who made me who I am. Without UI, I wouldn't be the actor that I am today. Everything that shaped me, that made me the professional that I am, is from there. And the truth is that my life, my professional journey also started from UI. One of my course mates, Basio Kone Sanitok, introduced me to Lola Fani Kayode. I auditioned for her, and the rest, honestly, is history. From that one job, I got every other job. It was word of mouth. People saying, "Oh, have you met this girl? Have you met this girl?" So, without UI, I don't think I'd be the actor that I am today. And I don't think it would have been so easy for me to,
Test UI. Great test for the great test by the great test UI. My name is Oluwole Ariyo. I did all my educational pursuit at University of Ibadan. I started out in 1990. I was supposed to be 89 set, but the delay, all those strikes and all that. So I graduated from Department of Crop Protection and Environmental Biology in 1995. I am very confident to tell you that was a very significant period of my life that I was groomed and prepared ahead for greater things ahead of me. University of Ibadan instilled in me the nature of competitiveness and the longing, especially all the mentors that I had, in my university days then, I believe late Professor Adesina was my undergraduate, research mentor. I learned a lot from him. He was such a thorough man. He was one of the renowned toxicologists and nematologists that time.
My name is Rashidat Ididibalogu. I lead the HR team for Sub-Saharan Africa here at Reckitt. I graduated from the University of Ibadan in 2011, studying geography. And those 4 years in the University of Ibadan have been so immenseful in shaping my career path. And you can think that's funny because I studied geography and now I'm practicing HR. But the University of Ibadan, the Department of Geography, laid the foundation of the culture and the values that shape and drive my career. I was also privileged to have found my way into HR while as a student in the University of Ibadan. So usually I make a joke that I graduated from the University of Ibadan with 2 degrees, one in geography and the other in talent management. I came across talent management as a young student leader in ISEC Ibadan. And that shaped, of course, the foundation of setting me up in a career in HR. So you can see how academia and co-curricular have come together to give me a career path. I would not have had that opportunity if not for the University of Ibadan. And there's certain values that UI has given me that have shaped me and have continued to shape my career. And the first value that I have taken away from the University of Ibadan is the culture of excellence. As a UI alumnus or a student of University of Ibadan, you know that excellence is the watchword. And so it's very, very important that we continue to imbibe that culture of excellence. We continue to live by excellence because I find that that is one of the things that has helped me grow in my career so far. The second value that I have taken away from the University of Ibadan, it's a strong sense that there is nothing that I cannot achieve. There's this can-do spirit that UI builds in you. No matter how difficult things may get, you can and you will achieve it if you put your mind to it. So for every young student out there in the University of Ibadan, what do I have to say to you today? Believe in yourself. Don't ever doubt yourself. Don't give up. But above all, remember that you have to be found worthy first in character and then in learning.
My name is Abiodun Adediro Olatunji. I'm a senior advocate of Nigeria and also a senior partner at the firm known as Abdullah Ibrahim & Co. Lagos. I'm a proud legal practitioner whose journey has been deeply shaped by the University of Ibadan, my alma mater. During my time at the University of Ibadan, I had a transformative encounter with the late Professor Folari Shilon, who was then the Dean of the Law Faculty. Although I was originally admitted to study political science, a chance meeting with him completely changed the course of my journey in life. Through his guidance and encouragement, I made the transition to law. That singular decision became the foundation of my career as a lawyer, and it remains one of the most defining moments of my professional journey in life. The University of Ibadan is built on twin pillars of character and learning. For me, the character I developed there, which are honesty, integrity, hard work, and a commitment to professionalism, has been invaluable. Those virtues are like being forged like a fire in me. They prepare me to face the world with strength and confidence. As a legal practitioner, I can say without hesitation that my ethical standards and professional conduct were nurtured and shaped by my time at the University of Ibadan, and they continue to guide me in life.
I am Dr. Funola Mapai, the MD CEO of Total Healthcare Diagnostics Limited. The University of Ibadan, the first and the best, was a foundation that shaped not only my professional path, but also my outlook on life and leadership. University of Ibadan gave me not only the multiple degrees, it gave me discipline, analytical thinking, and a sense of excellence that still defines my work today. My time at the University of Ibadan was more than an academic experience. It was a divine training ground. UI taught me diligence, integrity, and intellectual discipline. I learned that excellence is not a one-time act, but a lifestyle. Two core values from University of Ibadan have stayed with me throughout my journey. First, the pursuit of excellence, that constant drive to do better, think deeper, and never settle for mediocrity. Second, service to humanity. Understanding that every skill, every position, and every opportunity should contribute to the good of others. These lessons have guided my approach to leadership and quality improvement in my profession and continue to shape how I mentor younger professionals. To every student and young graduates listening, this is your season of preparation. Ecclesiastes 9:10 says, "Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might." Make the most of every lecture, project, and opportunity before you. Build competence, build confidence, but also build character. Character is more louder than credentials. The University of Ibadan is not just giving you a certificate, it's building in you the capacity to impact the world.
My name is Dr. Christian Ifeanyichukwu Emerua. I am the current head of Safety and Security Department in the Confederation of African Football. One of the great lessons that I took out of the University of Ibadan is the fact that in Ibadan there is no shortcuts to success, which means that you have to do the work, you have to really do the work, and this has given me a kind of disciplined lifestyle. If you like, you call it the Spartan way of life, which is to make sure that you give the very best at anything that you are committed to doing. And this, I say, has taken a whole lot as part of my way of life in making sure that as I go about my responsibility, which is looking after the safety and security operations across all 54 countries in Africa, I have to be thorough, I have to be more detailed in the way and manner by which I approach my job, which of course you get as a postgraduate student, to be thorough, to be detailed, to check and double check all your facts, because what I do now affects lives. Any mistake that is not properly checked can lead to death, and this is why I would say that passing through the University of Ibadan prepares you for such challenges, because the university does not give an opportunity for you not to present facts. You don't come and speak fallacies. You present facts before the professors. So I think this is something that stays with me as I continue my job.
From dreams nurtured in Ibadan's ancient walls to impactful footprints across the globe, these stories prove that the University of Ibadan remains a cradle of greatness. To every student and graduate, remember, the spirit of the University of Ibadan lives in you. Keep learning, keep leading, keep lighting the path for others to follow. Because once a UIte, always a UIte.